Well, we have our first game 7. Dallas, Colorado. The Avalanche taking it home, and likely the closest series in the NHL Playoffs first round is going to 7. We called it, said the Avs would win game 6. The Stars did everything they could to make sure that didn't happen. The goalies did their best to give it away a couple times. I actually think they both played fine, but at the end of the day, 4 goals and 5 goals, a little bit too much in the playoffs if you want to win a game. Looks like each team has cracked the code on how to score on each other. 48 shots from Colorado, 45 hits versus 26 shots and 19 hits. And this game was close. Mikko Rantanen shows up. 4 points against his old team in his old barn. Roope Hintz. Maybe it's that Nathan MacKinnon magic he channeled, because him and Rantanen, they look like they played together for quite some time. But it is the Colorado Avalanche that pushed this one to 7. The Avs starting in their own zone, and what a way to start than with the captain, Gabriel Landeskog. Gabriel Landeskog has been an absolute revelation for this team. Bang, hit the big man, the captain leaving the zone. This is a standard play for these guys. They like to put pucks up the middle, they break out through the middle, and then they carry the zone. All 4 lines for Colorado like to do this. The big man confident through the middle, quick little stick play, beats Jamie Benn, carries it all the way in, bumps it over to the left side, and then he does exactly what the big man's going to do. Split the D, push him back, create the gap. That puck is fired over, length and width, over to Nichushkin from Nelson, and it's a simple little shot that ends up trickling in off a stick. There's nothing you can do to plan for things like this. Nichushkin lets a puck go, and it's a double doinker. It's off 1, it's off 2. It beats Oettinger. There's nothing you can do if you're Jake Oettinger on that one. But hell yeah, brother. Gabriel Landeskog starts it off for his team, getting it over to Nichushkin. Feel good story all around. Except for Dallas. Not feel good at all. Puck fumbles and trouble happen again here on the Arturi Lehkonen goal. There's a couple of those big hits. Nice little cross check occurs from Jamie Benn. Never going to get that call in the playoffs. But it's Colorado that comes up out of this battle with the puck. They work it along behind the net. And the key to anything and everything that is good with scoring is length and width, high to low. You go ahead, you feed your stud defenseman, Cale Makar, who muffs it. Unbelievable. And this guy's just been a little off this series. I pumped his tires huge coming into this. Best player in the world, in my opinion. I said, MacKinnon, McDavid, I'm always going to build my personal team around that number 1 defenseman, but he's been a couple inches behind. He's still been good. He's still been very good. I mean, even Cale Makar at 80% is better than everybody else. He muffs it, but Lehkonen is there on the doorstep. Nothing you can do if you're Oettinger. Bounces, and puck luck. You need that to win in the playoffs. Playoffs is a short sample size. It isn't the regular season. You need a little bit of luck to get through. Colorado had a bit of it on their side tonight. Second period, though, is all Dallas. It's all Rantanen. It's all Hintz. Starts with the power play. Harley, my guy. This is how you dictate a 1-3-1. 1 at the top, 3 in the middle, 1 at the bottom. You move it over to the shooter side here on the right, and then the shooter always has options. You go down low because that changes the angle for a goalie, and then you bump back up to the bumper. We see it here with tick, tack, little bit of a nifty move behind the back, toe, and then let's make sure that rebound goes in. And I don't have the date on it, but I'm not seeing a lot of goals coming out of the 1-3-1 right now in the playoffs. I'm seeing a lot of movement, a lot of overloads, just a lot of creativity on the power play. It's beautiful to see, but the old 1-3-1 still works as well as ever. Granlund, Hintz, Rantanen. Rantanen isn't just a goal scorer. Really good play here on the boards. Boxes him out very nicely, uses that big body of himself. That's going to allow Roope Hintz to sneak in, pick up that puck. And who's leaving the zone already? It's Granlund. Stretch that puck. Gets behind his defender here. And like I said, Makar, little suspect in this series. Little suspect because little Mikael Granlund gets behind you, steps in there on Blackwood, bang, finds it top corner over to glove. But if there's been one story about this series, it's been momentum shifts, and Colorado shifts that momentum here with Martin Necas. But one thing about this playoffs has been momentum shift, and they shift it with Martin Necas. Makar is carrying the puck down low. This was previous to just a little bit of a puck fumble off his stick. I mean, like I said, look, loses it. Not really Cale Makar's style, it happens. But great players find ways to do great things in spite of the game they're having. He moves it over to Nate, the great MacKinnon. And then it's just a quick little shot on net. That's fine. Doesn't get through. It happens. Good battle in front. But it's Necas looking for the back door. So this is Mikko Rantanen's replacement. He says, you know what? They traded me for you. I'm going to make sure you know I have value. As that puck goes from the mid to the high, it's Necas who's there to tap it in. And this is Colorado Avalanche hockey. Pretty, beautiful, on the rush, lots of movement, great goal. Hintz and Rantanen, though, they won't stand for it. They come out of their zone, whip it around the boards here, and it's almost an entire breakout. That dump in goes all the way to the red line. Once again, wins the battle on the boards. Puck protect. Find your man skating in. Beat him with speed. As you're beating with speed, quick little shot. Beat him high on the blocker side. That's the third point for those two tonight, but they're not done yet. Dallas was all over the board battles that turned into points tonight. In the offensive zone, quick little board battle there where you see the X. Dallas is able to keep it in, come out with it. Beautiful puck support there. Go ahead, pick up the puck, no problem. Hintz board battle. Granlund picks it up, and it's Mikko Rantanen sneaking in, and he goes, shouldn't have traded me, guys. Shouldn't have traded me. Should have signed me. Puts it in. And it's at this point in time, I really thought it had tipped in Dallas's favor. I was like, wow, these guys are actually going into Colorado. Oh, no, wait, never mind. The Avalanche are avalanching again. Because once again, it's the Avalanche, and where else does it start from? Their own zone. How many times they score goals from their own zone? Rush is huge. And it's the Landy line, baby. It's the captain. They end up breaking out. They love this down the middle carry. And I really like, I mean, boy, they missed Landeskog here. What a nice play. Cut in, and what this is going to do is this is going to create you time and space. We call this buying ice at the blue line. It slows them up. It creates just enough gap. You can see the gap right here. Just enough of this gap so they can go ahead and get a quick zone entry. That zone entry turns into a quick little drop pass. Whoop. And then the simple plays of this line, just put the puck on net. Little bit of a rebound. If they didn't have bad luck, they'd have no luck. Game's tied. They start from their own zone. Who is it? It's the captain. It's Nathan MacKinnon. You know what? It has been so long since Landeskog's been in the lineup. I just called MacKinnon the captain. He's never worn the C. I'm just so excited about Landeskog being back and those two goals. And Dallas fans, I'm not a homer. I'm a Jets fan. You guys are all in my division. Biasly, I dislike every one of you. But as a hockey coach and a hockey fan, you're both great. The alternate captain, Nathan MacKinnon. Puck gets moved into the Dallas zone from the Colorado zone. Lehkonen's on that puck. It doesn't work out. It ends up exiting the zone, and it's a neutral zone regroup. We call this one a quick up. There's no D-to-D passing. There's no messing around. You don't go cross ice. You go strong side. That's called a quick up. From the quick up here, you basically have every single one of these stars playing over to the strong side of the puck. That's why you whip it all the way over to the weak side. That's the advantage of the quick up on the neutral zone regroup. That ends up going over to MacKinnon, and you're going to trap players. That's the criticalness of neutral zone regroups, is moving players left to right and trapping them. It's MacKinnon doing MacKinnon things, just being an absolute bull in a china shop, cutting towards the net, moves it in, little bit of a bounce, and it goes in. What do you want? What do you want? It's the hockey gods. They didn't have it in for Dallas. No matter what Hintz and Rantanen did, no matter how good and structured Dallas played, Colorado takes them down. And is there puck luck? Absolutely. But like I said at the beginning of this video, 45 to 48 shots? Yeah, 48 shots. I had to go check that for a second. There's a little bit of luck in hockey, but the luck comes from putting yourself in the place to have the luck go in. And MacKinnon's speed, his power on the wall, everything he was able to do there, one hand pushing it across the middle. That's how you generate luck. And they generated a ton of it tonight. So they're going into game 7. They're going into Dallas. The key notes for these guys going into Dallas, they got to use their speed. They got to be able to break down that Dallas Stars very structured play, 5 up, 5 down. And the Dallas Stars got to continue to crack Blackwood. Too many goalies with the last name Wood. It's getting late. I'm doing a lot here. They've got to crack Mackenzie Blackwood again. If Mackenzie Blackwood plays even half as good as he's played in the beginning part of this series, and he's played fine on the back end, they're going to win this game in 7. I don't know who it favors. You guys are going to let me know down below in the comments. We're going to cover that game. But in the meantime, for all you OG HGS fans, I got something cool for you here. I got a new logo coming in. My buddy Tony made it. It's beautiful. It's a trash panda. And I want you guys to name it. Over the playoffs, I'm going to show you them. I'm going to ask for names. Comment down below. I'm going to pick my favorite 3 to 5. I'm going to use my wife. She's got great taste. And then that favorite 3 to 5 is going to be voted on in the Stanley Cup Finals. And that is how this little guy is going to be named. Come up with your favorite name. Drop it down below. I did it at the end of the video because I want those guys that watch all the way to the end to be the ones to help me out. Plus, it lets me know you're an OG watching to the end. Thank you very much. We will catch you for Game 7.